Well, welcome back, everyone. It's been an incredible week in markets with an oversold bounce to start off the market week. That got us up in the air and above the waterline, 74.50-ish to 74.75. It was the 74.75 line that we breached during cash hours on Monday after the bounce started on Sunday night, allowing follow through on Tuesday and giving us the opportunity for yet again a higher high inside the day today. But an indecision print has appeared. What is that all about? The NASDAQ is the underperformer, currently down about 1.5% as futures tick away until their close. Cash hours have closed about 8 minutes ago, and we are dealing with a risk off day, but one that has not broken any market key levels on the major market, the S&P E-minis. Staying above 74.90, 74.75 keeps the door open for a bounce back up. However, we do have jobs data coming in tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. It usually presents on the first Friday of each month. However, with the market closure for the 250th Independence Day anniversary on Friday, we do have the data coming out a little earlier. Now, the ADP non-farm payroll did come out a little weaker. That's the private payrolls data. It didn't really break the market down, but it added some stagnation, if you will. The S&P E-minis remain in that indecision print on a buy signal on the daily chart, flip back to a sell signal on the 4-hour chart, and in an overextended buy signal state on the 1-hour chart with more downside risk in general. This leaves the door open for markets to pull back. However, is the NASDAQ oversold enough to give us a bounce off of rising support on the daily chart? Currently, the technical signal says yes. However, I'm not going to trust it until I see the NQ well back above the 30,350, 360-ish area, in and around this territory. That's where I would give credence to the potential re-rise of the market to potentially higher highs to close out the week. We do have light futures trade that's going to happen tomorrow night. So tomorrow will be a full day of trade. Friday, cash markets are closed. However, tomorrow night, Thursday night, July the 2nd, futures will open at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and will tick away until Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So will have some continuity. And if that continuity is really started off with a sell-off in the morning tomorrow, with further lows on the NASDAQ coming down and breaking below the 29,820 waterline, which was the key one to get above earlier in the week, well, then we've got more downside risk overall to close out this week of trade. At this stage, I think the market is stable enough to attempt another move back up towards intra-session highs, fail to get above them, and start to trickle down as we move into the back end of the week. I don't see too much opportunity for gold or silver just as of yet, but we do have a oversold euro with the potential to bounce. Watch the euro futures if they're able to get above 1.147. We then have the potential for a continuation up in gold and silver. They showed a little bit of polish and shine in markets today, not enough to give us a swing low entry. However, 0.2% higher on gold with a rise that took us above the center of the weekly pivot range. And on silver's side, a move that took us up about 1.14%. At one point during the day was up just shy of 3%. At this stage, no swing low formation yet, but if we get that euro dropping and the market popping tomorrow, silver and gold have a better than fair chance to give us that upside move. I'll leave it right there, folks. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Keep in mind, we are going to be doing the biggest and best Wealth 365 Summit coming up in just over 11 days from now. Go to the link in the emailer from this video or simply type in joinziad.com and get your seat now. I'm going to be presenting several times, headlining several events. Looking very much forward to sharing my insight, forward-looking remarks in the market, my tools, strategies, and tactics to trade these interesting markets in interesting times. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for watching.